Concept 3, writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. So when we are writing equations, we are going to use our rules for parallel and perpendicular lines to find the slope. And then from there, we're just going to basically be using slope-intercept form and point-slope form and going back and forth between the two. Okay. So we're going to write the equation for the line parallel to y equals 2x plus 5, and that contains the point 3, 3. Okay. A couple different ways of doing this. You're always going to start by looking at the slope. Okay. Either if you're given a slope or given a line, you're going to need to find that slope first. The slope is 2, meaning, and because these are parallel, my slope is going to equal 2. Okay? And then we want the one that is going to go through this point. Okay, so it's going to have a slope of 2 and go through this point. We can use our point-slope form right now to write our equation, and then transfer this into slope-intercept form. Or we can start by using slope-intercept form and solve for the intercept. Okay, both are valid ways to do it. You're just going to choose whichever one is more comfortable to you. Okay, so let's start with the point-slope form. Okay, just plug in what I know. So I know my m is 2, slope is 2. Okay, I know that my x value is 3, so it would be minus 3. I know that my y value for here is 3, so it will be minus 3. And I have y minus 3 equals 2 times x minus 3. Okay. And at this point, if all you are wanting is point-slope form, you're done. Okay. Generally, you want to convert it to slope-intercept form, so we'll do that. 2 times x, 2 times negative 3, 2x minus 6. And I'm going to add 3 to both sides, add 3, and I get y equals 2x minus 3. Okay, and at that point I'm done. All right, so that wasn't too bad. All right, converting wasn't too much work or too many steps, but let's look at doing it the other way. So I would start with my y. Let's change colors. My y equals mx plus b. I know my slope. I know a point, so I'm just going to fill those in. 3 equals 2 times 3 plus b. This is 6. 3 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6. Subtract 6. And b is equal to negative 3. Okay. In this case, about the same steps. Neither method is saving you that much time. Neither method is getting too difficult with your equations or your mathematics. So either way is fine. You can choose whichever method you want. Okay, both will get you your y-intercept. Okay, and then for this one, you would just be rewriting it. Y equals the slope times x minus y-intercept. Okay, let's look at another one. So now we are looking at a line that's perpendicular to this one. Okay, we are looking for something that's perpendicular, so we're looking for the opposite, or the inverse reciprocal. All right, so negative 4, we're looking for a 1/4 slope. M equals 1/4, and it's going to go through this point. Okay, so I'll start, and I'll use the other method. So y equals mx plus b. Oops. Use this method first. Stick in my slope, 1/4. Stick in my values here. I've got my x value of -1, my y value -12, and plus b. Okay. 1/4 times -1 is -1/4. -12 equals -1/4 plus b. I'm going to add 1/4, add 1/4. So a -12 and a positive 1/4 should be 11 and 3, or -11 and 3/4, and that should be equal to b. So my slope-intercept form should be y equals 1/4 x minus 11 3/4. And that should get me a line that goes through this point and is perpendicular to this line. Okay. Other method, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Fill in what I know. Y plus 12 equals 1/4 x plus 1. This will give me 1/4 x plus 1/4 equals y plus 12. Subtract 12 from both sides. Y equals, and then another -12 plus 1/4 x minus 11 and 3/4. Okay. So again, about the same number of steps. You get to choose which method you want to use.